Buenos dias, Gunners Collective. Back at it, you already know. Here's another one. I said another one. I said, guard, it's another one. Bye. I got the CRN, that granca. Let's go old school. Order David Rocha. Now trip out. In a Menudo style in direct fashion, you see the thumbnail right there. The Northside Gangster Crips, Nsgc. Shout out to the townhomes, man. Shout out to the real ones out of Stockton. Woo! We've been doing time together for a long time, brothers. And I got a lot of love for the real ones from Nsgc. Now, for those of you that don't know what Nsgc is, allegedly, I won't even say gang. It's a group of guys out of Stockton, brothers out of Stockton, that come together for power, right? They come together for one reason or another, and the crippin' is real. You know, crippin' ain't easy, homeboy, but somebody's got to do it, and they definitely do it in a correct fashion up north in Northern California. Now, ever since I was young and I did time in YA, there was two different cars. You might say, nah, gun, you got the game fucked up, and I say, you're wrong, Holmes. You're very wrong. There's always been two cars. You know, there's the LA Crips, Southern California, San Diego, LA, and they rocked, man. They rocked. Definitely real ones. Definitely. Shout out to the neighborhoods. Shout out to the Hoovers when there was Crips. Shout out to the A-Trays. All the real ones. Grape Street and all that. That really did that. And I did time with a lot of individuals. I got a lot of love and a lot of respect for how they rock, man. I don't play that because that ain't my politics. So I don't disrespect any of them. I got love for all of them. But there was Crips from up north. Merced Gangster Crips. Sacramento Garden Block. And of course you had the Townhomes Northside Gangster Crips out of Stockton. And these guys were deep. They wiggled. Now, I remember a few of them hit down south, and they were treated different, bro. They were called off-brand. I felt like they were the Norteños of the Crip gang. I felt like there was north and south going on there, too. A lot of them were ridiculed, oppressed because they were from Northern California. Again, like I said, they were called off-brand and just a few different things. But they were with the program. They were with the Crippin'. They were with the business. And a lot of them, you know, became CXIVers. A lot of them backed up Norteños against the South. A lot of them got down with the program. And that's just what it is. You know, when you think of CXIV, Crip 14, you think Nsgcs. Because like I said, the majority of them were Nsgcs back then, the CXIVers. Now, time moves on and blows past. Now I'm 16, caught with dope in my ass. And the test. Order Sibo, another Crip, right? Out of Sakura. So anyways, time moves on. I go up Northern California. And there's a lot of Nsgcs in Carl Holton, Preston, you know, different various places. And I got to having relationships and conversations with these individuals, and I respected their gangster. Now, getting out, I would wiggle to Stockton. I would go kick it with the homeboys from Triple S, the homeboys from the East Side. And I'll tell you this, Nsgcs got it on lock, homes. They're real in the city of Stockton. The Norteños, the Asians, and of course, Nsgc is in the mix. Now, the reason I'm doing this spill is because it comes to light that the other day, oh hell no, right? Wack, say it with your chest, Wes, on power. Bubble Butt 100. Hey, and I'll say it to him. I'll call him right now and say it, right? You already know what it is, man. Stop it. Why didn't you have that energy when you were on the phone with them? I was surprised that Wack took my phone call, right? But in the meantime, in between time, he got into it with the Nsgc, and he started to play that same card I remember when I was in YA down south. That off-brand, that you guys ain't nothing. You guys are from Northern California. The Crippin' ain't real up there. This and that. And he said a whole lot of other things. Now, one thing I will say to Wack, and this is a direct message. Like I said, I could call him, but I'll just do it through the video scope. One thing I will say is this, and this is facts, Holmes. Oh, hell nah. You're sleeping on these cats like you're sleeping on digs, right? And what's going to happen is they're going to put you to sleep. You can't disrespect individuals like this that have a good reputation, respected, reputable, and they got a foundation in the city like Stockton. Let me tell you about Stockton. I told you guys a long time ago, you fuck around in Stockton, they'll take your flex capacitor. Great Scots! You go over there, Holmes. You are not going to go into a Walmart. What you want to bet you don't have a motherfucking Cadillac converter when you come out? Man, the catalytic converter will be so gone. So you be pulling out of the motherfucker like that. I'm telling you, Vatos over there ain't playing, man. It's a hustle and it's a grind in Stockton. Stockton is grimy and gritty, but one thing Stockton is real and respected. You know, the city of Stockton is no joke. Murder capital of Cali. You better recognize it's ugly. Situations get dirty quick, and I ain't talking Nate Diaz. I'm talking real life. So, you know, Stockton's always been a reputable city. It's always had its love. And the NSGCs make up the fabric of Stockton. They are part and they are ingrained in the city of Stockton. And they are a reason why Stockton is so respected and so real. You know, they're a well-respected group that you just don't mess with. They have their respect on the streets, within their hood, within the barrios, and definitely in the penitentiary, right? They got a lot of respect. So when Wack 100 is speaking on something he really doesn't know anything about, it goes to show his character. It goes to show exactly why he does the things the way you do the things you do, right? And he needs to stop. He needs to stop with Northern California already. See, people sleep on Northern California, homes. They think we're slower than others or we ain't got it together. So let's get the big cities in Northern California, San Fran, Oakland. Man, Oakland is just like Compton. Ask DJ Quick, he'll tell you, right? He been told you. It's different. Okay, and Stockton is a city just like Oakland, you know, just a little bit different, meaning there's more Mexicanos than there are brothers, man. But at the same time, the brothers are solid and hold it down with the Mexicanos. Black and brown unity is real there. Facts. Now, Stockton is a city down the 99 and the 209 you want to bypass. If you're not from there, don't go there, man. Ain't nothing there but tortas, tacos, and real life gangsters, man. And you're going to get your pick of each one anytime you need that. You know, the fades are real. They will bring you the heat. And like I said, NSGC is definitely reputable in the city of Stockton. They make up that fabric. Now, for Wack to say this about these guys and to get in a conflict. So what happened was a Northside Gangster Crip, I guess, or a guy repping, allegedly Northside Gangster Crip, actually called into the Yell Over Each Other club. What is it? The clubhouse. And they started getting into it, him and Wack. And, you know, Wack was yelling over him, wouldn't give him a chance to really speak his mind, which is crazy because when he talked to me on the phone, he was a different type of character, you know. He actually let me speak. I let him speak. We kept it very respectful. And at the same time, in the meantime, in between time, we understood where we stood in this conversation. Now, he didn't do this with the brother. And that's, and you know, and I'm going to keep it real. I don't sugarcoat nothing or add preservatives. When you get a lot of brothers together, you are going to hear a little yellings, that the voices are going to escalate. It's going to get a little loud. They got something to say. They're just going to say it. They're going to say it right off their chest, West, right? The Woods are like, oh, I know, brother. That's the get down. That's exactly how they get down, right? It doesn't mean there are different people, but they are different people. They have different ways of expressing themselves. They have different ways of conversating. Now, you can understand when Wack talked to myself and Dubs, he kept it very respectful because, hey, we're going to keep our voices low and slow, homes, and we're going to low ride into this conversation and low ride the fuck up out of it. And that's how it was. Now, when he talked to this Northside Gangster Crip, there were several back and forth situations. A lot of people do not and does not respect Wack 100 based on the content of his character, the way he acts with people, the sound bites that are put out there, the attraction that he's got with his voice, and also because, and let's keep it real, because he interviewed that Rata 6ix9ine. See, when he interviewed 6ix9ine, he chose to go that route. He chose to take the initiative to sit down with that Rata. He chose to give that guy a platform to speak, or maybe it was academics that gave him the platform. Either way, he participated. When he did that, he lost a lot of love and a lot of respect and credibility in the streets. See, it doesn't matter what you've been done, homes. It matters what you do now. And people don't respect the fact that you sat down and you let the hang. You let that motherfucker voice his opinion and you didn't take flight. You didn't handle business. Now, I know what Wack's going to say. It wasn't his business to handle. But he sure has something to say to everyone else. Now, when it comes to the Northside Gangster Crips, most of them are calm, cool, and collect that I've ever met. Real ones. Some of the Crippin' was definitely real. Like I said, when I think Crippin', I think 60s. I think A Trays. I think Grape. You know, I think Carver Park. I think so many different hoods, right? 40s, the 20s. This is what I think, right? But what I also think is Nsgc. They're definitely on the top of that list, top 5, because they've been doing this for so long. I've had a lot of interaction with them. Now, Wack 100, I don't know if he bumped his head like I let it and said it right. But one thing I know, butt cheeks, butt naked on the bed, he spread it, right? I know this is a fact. He disrespected some real ones. And these guys are going to want that and need that as well, Wack. See, the bridges are burning. London bridges falling down, falling down. Wack's a clown is what they're saying, right? And I don't feel that way. Like I said, I gained that much of an ounce of respect for him. And I'll say when it comes to mine and his, verbals when it comes to minding his conflict that we had in the past. I'm going to go ahead and let that go because I'm a bigger man. But that doesn't mean that Bubba Bub 100 with the asses that's dragging. I won't speak on it because I will say this, and this is facts, ain't it? You know, when you are woofing on people, when you are constantly clowning them, their neighborhoods, disrespecting their mothers, disrespecting their family, what do you expect to happen? Do you expect the ghetto pass? See, he ain't never disrespected my moms. He ain't never disrespected my hood. He ain't never disrespected me as a man other than saying that I was a liar and a fat mouth and I felt some type of way. When I see him, we're going to feel that type of way. But until then, we're going to have conversations to get to the point where we don't feel that type of way, right? But we'll see how that works out. Now, I ain't no punk. That's facts. You know what I mean? Wack don't intimidate me. But one thing he does is yell over people and scream and disrespect their families and their hoods. Now, the Nsgcs don't go out like that, bro. They're real. Okay, I'm here to tell you, Wack, I'm just trying to give you some game because you was acting real lame, right? It's just real facts, man. Any type of interaction I had, and I'm going to tell you a story about the homeboy J-Rock, right? J-Lo, Spencer. J-Lo from Northside Gangsta Crips, man, and how he backed. He rocked with the Northers. I'm not going to say he backed our play. He rocked alongside of it. We actually backed his play. We'll get to that right now. You know, shout out to Nsgc. But you see what J Diggs did. J Diggs a cold 3-finger whack with it, right? He went and pulled up on Stockton, man, and had Stockton wiggle in the video, the 3-finger whack video. Make sure you tap in. It's a tight jam. He makes sure that he went and met up with these guys because he understands there's a common understanding there now. There's a commonality. There's a common interest, right? And the interest is Wack. Wack. You can't go Southern California. I talked to your homeboy. I talked to Big Red, right? I talked to him, homes. And he told me, you ain't that, bro. You are not that. You are not him, right? So I know definitely, man, Southern California is a hard wiggle for you nowadays, man. You better stay indoors or outdoors of indoors. But I don't know how you're going to do it. But you definitely, there's a situation now, brother, where people's tripping, right? And then, you know, up north now you got one of the main hoods, Crip hoods, riled up, bro. You know, you got J Diggs pulling up on him doing his music video in their hood. Stockton came out and shined, right? Why? Because like I said, there's a common interest there. And the interest is you, bro. You know, you go fucking with Northern California homes, you're going to get touched. That's facts. You know, people sleep on Northern California. Oh, them vatos are just lame farmers from the north. Well, let me tell you something, bro. We also have good tacos, fat tortas, bomb head game. Believe me, they got the bomb head game over there. I'll be over there and winning like... I'm telling you, just like Sul, man, we're winning. We're winning, man. The head game is so real out here. Everybody would tell you about Livingston. The Heiners out there, pura. It's just bomb, right? So we got a little bit of everything, but we definitely got our hitters, man. We definitely got real ones that ain't going to be clowned on. We definitely got real ones that ain't going to be hated on. We definitely got real ones that will pull up before they pull out or pull out while they pull up, man. And it's just facts. You know, I'm tired of the situation of Northern California always being hated on, you know. I'm not repping Northern Cali like that. I'm not repping Sur or North there, Bulldog. I'm not repping none of that. But what I am repping is a Mexicano that was born in an agricultural area right off the 99, man, the 209. And I am definitely telling you right now, Holmes, what I've seen some motherfuckers are having shaking in their boot. Just shake, puss in boots, right? Scared to death, bro. And I've been down south and I know the wiggleization is hella real down there. California, let's get active, man. It's just ugly. Now, Wack seems to think that Northern California is not with the activities, man, and he's going to find out soon enough. And I definitely hope it doesn't come to that, and I'm not promoting that. But what I am definitely saying, man, is start sleeping, and you'll go to sleep. Don't sleep on North California, homeboy. It's different, and I'm not gangbanging. I'm just being real. Now, I was in YA, right? I was in Preston. And I didn't last too long in Preston. The reason I didn't last too long in Preston is I had a drug program to do. Not that I was into drugs, man, but my homeboy, Lil Inez de Fresno, rest in peace, the brother right there, he told me, hey, fool, tell him you got a drug program and you'll go to Owacha, which was OH closed. And that's where all the Northerners were at, Bulldogs. We thought it was going on. This was pre-Bulldog Northerner breakup, right? Which was cool. It was going to be on, bro. I did, and they sent me down south. You know what I mean? I felt the repercussions for that action. Retaliation was a must, where they're from, right? And I went through my motions for a few years. But when I definitely made it back up to Northern California, my first stop was Preston, the castle. Now, I get to Preston, and we're rocking tough there, CXIV. Very tough, homes. I had met a couple, D-Dog from Hoover, and I also met another homeboy from Stockton in Nellis, man. He rocked tough. But when I get there, man, there's a lot of them. You know, the car's thick. And most of them, 99% of them were Nsgcs. You know, there was one named J-Lo. That was my boy, man. I remember he used to be like 44 Gs, right? what happened was the Sangres wanted to move on him because he repped. He repped hard. You know, when I say Sangres, the Bloods, they were still cripping and blooding up north. That's one thing about Northern California and down south that was a little different. By the time I left down south, it was more on some peace treaty shit. There was more on after the Rodney King incident, the LA riots, it was more like, you know, they still claimed their sets and their hoods and all that, but it was like, we'll get off if we're mad, but we ain't always mad, right? Up north, it was different, man. They was light years behind, and it was still colors. Orderly high top, right? Rocket and high top were definitely going at it. Cancel Christmas. It was just getting ugly. And I remember the Bloods was supposed to move on J-Lo, but J-Lo being a CXIVer and being a real one, man, we felt that for no other reason, man, we got to tap in with the homeboy. We had to have his back. And over to see, that was a bad melee right there, man. That was a whole bunch of Bloods and a whole bunch of Bulldogs against Norteños and Crips. And I'll tell you right now, I hate to say it, man, we won. That's facts. My boy J-Lo was not. He was a little skinny motherfucker too. Cut up though. Big old 44 G's, real shit. And I always remember that, and I always respected it, because I remember it was like that movie, The Shot Caller. Vato was coming at me with a big old battery pack, and that Vato J-Lo just came out, slept him, whack. Don't see no J-Lo. I'm telling you, he was different, right? I've seen you fight in YA, bro. Bubble Butt 100. It's different, homie. It's different. He would have knocked you out. So anyways, with that being said, you know, Wack disrespecting these Northside Gangster Crips, he doesn't know what type of can of worms he's opening. You done already disrespected Jay Diggs, his mother, and so on and so forth, and you got that one coming, brother. You respected me. You kept it at a level of respect, so I'm not going to sit here and say that you did, because, I mean, the proof is in the pudding. You did it, and I appreciate that, man. But at the same time, I am still going to speak on what's real. And realness is, bro, is that you can't speak on a group like the Northside Gangster Crips that's founded out of Stockton, California, and have been rocking for years, man. They've been involved in so much dirt and so much things, you know, allegedly. I don't want to say too much, but I'm just saying that you got to give them respect. Now, I understand if this youngster that you were arguing with, you felt disrespected you. Yeah, as a man, you could defend yourself and say what you need to say. But you can't, you know, you can't base a hood or judge a hood just on one man's character. That's what people do nowadays. That's the world we live in, and that's why it's fucked up. You know, you meet one person, you meet me, I'm from Merced. I'm always going to say I'm from Merced. I'm always going to be from Merced, whether you like it or not, right? And you don't like me, so you're going to judge everyone else based on my actions. Don't do that. That's it. I'm telling you, don't do that, because you'll be on milk cartons, right? And it's just what it is. You got to treat a man as he treats you, you know, respect the respected, and you'll get respected. If you're not, if you come out of someone sideways, if you think you're big and badass, you're really badass, you're Wack 100-ish, then guess what happens? Homies are going to cut you off, and you're going to be Wack 6'9", and it's going to be ugly. Anyways, shout out to the Northside Gangster Crips. Hopefully this reaches Wack. He's able to sit down and really contemplate and think. Knowing his character, knowing the way he rocks, he's going to feel like it don't matter. He ain't no punk. He's so hard on power, bro. He's going to do whatever he does. And he's going to get beat up as a repercussion, man. And it's just an ugly situation. Northside Gangster Crips definitely are real. Definitely have rocked in Stockton for years, and definitely will continue to rock. Respects. With that being said, it's just something I wanted to touch on. Somebody asked me, hey, Gun, when are you going to touch on this? And I wasn't really going to do it. But, you know, I got so much love and respect for townhomes. I got so much love for Stockton that I felt that for no other reason they should get their shine on before they get their grind on. Or is it the other way around? One never knows, does one. With that being said, I hope you move smooth with a purpose, get everything that you want coming to you. And remember, at the end of the day, it's all about unity here, man. It's not about fighting. It's not about trying to stir the pot. It's not about none of that. It's about love, man. But sometimes it's tough love. Thank God. Bang, bang.